Kevin Durant. You know who I am.
Y'all know who I am.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Gentlemen, a pleasant good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy Lewis coming back at you once again with another heavy hitter banger with yet another video. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure those notifications are turned on. Make sure you're sharing this on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. So we just saw a thrilling contest between the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks. The Brooklyn Nets pull out a stunner, being down by as many as 17 points in this game. They end up defeating the Milwaukee Bucks by the score of 114-108, and they now take a 3-2 series lead. And we already know that the winner of Game 5 wins a huge percentage of the time in a playoff series. I don't know what the percentages are in the second round in NBA history, but overall in playoff history, teams I think are winning anywhere from 80 to 82% of the time. So I could be wrong about that. Whoever decides to want to correct me, just correct me in the comment section. But anyway, on to this game. Brooklyn looked lifeless in the first half. They looked lifeless in the first half. Giannis scores 34 points. He has 12 rebounds in 42 minutes of action. Chris Middleton, he scored 25 points. He had 5 assists, 4 rebounds in 45 minutes of action. Drew Holiday had 19, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds in 34 minutes. Pat Connaughton chipped in 10. Brook Lopez had 15. So the Bucks had 5 guys in double figures. But they lost to Brooklyn, who got, let's see. Blake Griffin scored 17 points. James Harden looked very rusty offensively, obviously coming off of a hamstring injury. I didn't like his decision making. I knew he was going to be rusty, and I knew Nash at times would have to use him as a decoy. I commend Harden's leadership for playing 46 minutes in that game. But there were times where I was just like, James, what are you doing on the offensive end? He tried to do his BS, trying to draw fouls. There were times where he was letting guys go by him on defense. But like I said, I expected him because he was rusty with a hamstring injury. But I just did not like his decision-making on the offensive end, clogging up a lot of that shot clock. And then the Nets had to make something out of nothing with broken plays late in the shot clock. I did not like that. But tip of the hat to Jeff Green, man. Gets a big salute of the day. 27 huge points. He hit his first 7 3-pointers, ladies and gentlemen. He finished the game 7 out of 8 from 3-point range and chipped in huge 27 points in 35 minutes of action. But ladies and gentlemen, and Blake Griffin chipped in 17 points. He played well in his 29 minutes of action. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't know how long Kyrie Irving is going to be going with the ankle injury. But ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Durant, as you guys hear the fireworks, and it's not even July yet. It's not even the 4th of July, my birthday month, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about Kevin Durant. In 48 minutes, he played every single minute of every single game, which Kevin Durant said that was not even his plan. Has a 49-point triple-double in a 6-point Brooklyn Nets win. 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists. He's the 4th player in NBA history to have a 40-point, 15 rebound, at least 15 rebounds, and at least 10 assists in a playoff game for a 40-point triple-double. He's the 4th player to accomplish that. I know Charles Barkley was one. I don't remember who the other guy was, and I know Luka was the other player. Can you guys tell me who the 4th player was that recorded a 40-point triple-double in a playoff game? But I know Luka and Charles, they were the other 2 guys I know that did. I remember Charles, he did his in the Western Conference Finals against the Seattle Supersonics in '93. That was MVP Charles when he won the MVP and took the Suns all the way to the NBA Finals. But if you're Milwaukee, you choked a 17-point lead. You had 5 guys scoring double figures. They needed every ounce of KD's 49 points. And kudos to Jeff Green, because this is on where Brooklyn, they only got 5 points from James Harden in 46 minutes, and they only got 5 points from Joe Harris. And he played 37 minutes. Landry Shamet, I thought, did a really solid job defensively when he came in, and he scored 9 points, not much, but he was solid out there on the floor. But it took 27 points off the bench from Jeff Green, 9 points from Landry Shamet, and then the Bucks got 36 points off their bench from 2 guys, and Jeff Green had 27 of them. But it's all about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was playing defense. He played every single minute of the game. He was rebounding the basketball. He was creating, and when they needed him to score, he scored. I mean, this is just an epic performance from Kevin Durant. But the only really thing that this did was it broke a 2-2 series tie. And I remember that guys like Shannon Sharpe and Nick Wright, these clowns coming on TV, it's all. And listen, in a sense, I agree with them. The pressure was on Kevin Durant. He had to prove that he could carry this team to a victory, and he did it in a pivotal playoff game. You lose Kyrie Irving. You don't know how long he's going to be out for. James Harden coming back from the hamstring injury looked rusty, played 46 minutes, and he only scored 5 points. He took some ill-advised shots that I didn't like. But I also got to say this. I thought Kevin Durant showed leadership tonight. I also can even say James Harden. They both showed heart and they showed leadership out there on the court. Something that was questioned about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant just proved his greatness. He proved his greatness tonight. And people need to really stop saying this, man. Listen, LeBron James has a better career than Kevin Durant. He will have a better career than Kevin Durant. Right now, LeBron has had the better career, but we're talking about best player in the game right now. Now, we'll have to see what happens in Game 6. But Kevin Durant looks like he's showing me he's the best player in the game. He did a little bit of everything, played every single minute, didn't sit out. He didn't quit on his team. The man played both ends of the court. And Kevin Durant got the job done. And I know guys like Shannon Sharpe that he was banking on Kevin Durant to probably find a way to choke so that he could come on and clown him, And the funny thing is Shannon has always given KD his praise and given his credit in terms of the way he balls. But crazy part is, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Durant missed 3 free throws. So that would have gave him 52 points. But the bottom line is he played every minute and he rolled his team to victory. He got help from Jeff Green with those 27 big points, and Blake Griffin played well with his 17 points in 29 minutes. But it's about Kevin Durant tonight, and I hate to say it for the Milwaukee Bucks. What does this do to them mentally? You had a 17-point lead. You had 5 guys scoring double figures, but you lost the game by 6. You didn't try to double Durant. Durant was going off, and it was like, never try to get the ball out of his hands. And like I said, Jeff Green's play was huge. Tip of the cap to Jeff Green, but I'm sorry. I got to see how Milwaukee responds at home. But you don't lose a game like this, especially when the Nets, they looked dead. It looked like if the Nets were going to be going to Milwaukee down 3-2 with the way the Bucks played the first half. They went from a team with ball movement to a team started going one-on-one, and that was part of. Give the Nets defense credit, getting themselves back in the game. There was multiple efforts on the floor. There was some blocks, there was some deflections, but at the same time, I felt Milwaukee decided to go one-on-one. When they do that, that's when they lose basketball games. When you decide to go one-on-one, there's no man movement, no ball movement, stagnate the offense, you always bail out the defense. And I'm sorry that Milwaukee got stagnant for a good stretch, and that's how Brooklyn got back into the game. Brooklyn could not hit shots at all in the first quarter. I mean, it's just unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Durantula, Slim Reaper, KD, Trey 5, Mr. I Do Me and I Chill. That 5'4", 50, 40, 90 walking gazelle, Kevin Durant. Getting mismatches, getting to his spots, made some tough shots. Hit that desperation 3 to put him up 4, 109, 105. I remember that play off that broken play when James Harden stagnated the offense for most of that shot clock, which he did at many times in the game. Damn, man. It's just unbelievable. Let's see how the Milwaukee Bucks respond in Game 6. But something tells me, for me, I'm picking the Brooklyn Nets to close the series out in 6 games. Can Kevin Durant do it again? We won't know. But I think Kevin Durant, to me, and the Brooklyn Nets are going to close the series in Milwaukee, and we're going to hear it again about Giannis and Chris Middleton and the rest of those Milwaukee Bucks, even with their additions. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another one with Lewis Sports Network on this video. Let me know what you guys think about the game, and what do you think about Kevin Durant's performance on this 49-point triple-double. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, man. Kevin Durant, yes, he's the 4th player to score 40 points, have 15 rebounds and at least 15 rebounds and 10 assists in the playoff game. But Kevin Durant scored 49 points last night, which also tells you he's the first player ever to score 45, at least have 45 points, 15 rebounds and 10 assists in a playoff game. He's the first player to ever do that. Oh, by the way, Kevin Durant shot 68% from the field in his 49-point performance. Almost 70%, playing every single minute of this game. And let me just say this about Giannis Antetokounmpo real quick. This is what Giannis said after the postgame. He's the best player in the world right now. Maybe that might be true, Giannis, but here's my issue with that. Are you admitting defeat? Are you crumbling at the moment and saying now that you're not going to win this series? Because you're showing weakness. Remember, when LeBron came back from double digits in Game 1 against the Toronto Raptors, and I don't mean to bring him up, but it's to make a comparison. I remember did y'all see the faces of the LeBronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan? They looked defeated. And if you hear what DeMar said, this guy was wearing a pair of Kobe Bryant's talking about how great LeBron is. And I said, dude, if you have to do that in a series, there's nothing but respect, and that's cool. But my point is, a true competitor does not admit weakness, thinking that a guy, even if the guy may be better than you, you don't admit that. Okay? You don't admit that. And people say, well, what's wrong with that? It just shows you that Giannis is showing weakness and defeat. And it's like, no, I don't think Durant's better than me. Even if Durant may be better offensively or a better overall player, you don't admit that. I know what people are going to say. Well, Larry Bird, he admitted that Magic, well, here's the thing. Magic hit a game winner, a go-ahead basket in Game 4. And Larry Bird was like, he was so stunned that he's like, he's the best I've ever seen. Like, I don't know what else to say. It was because, he was deflated after that shot that Magic hit over Kevin McHale. But trust me, Larry's a true competitor. Like, he still believes that he could win the series. But if you listen to what Giannis was saying, oh, we gotta double him. And it's like, why didn't you guys do that during the game, sir? Why didn't you try to guard Durant late in the game, sir? He really didn't guard him like pretty much most of this game. That's my point. Like, when you're saying that we gotta double him, I say, Giannis, where was that 48 minutes in the game, bro? Where was that? But you also got to give Kevin Durant credit too, man. It just shows how great Kevin Durant is. He showed leadership, but he's got to finish the job. Like I said before, him and James Harden. I mean, the fact that they showed leadership, they took it one possession at a time, that shows true growth in a player. Because players of the past, or for any other player, they would have crumbled. They would have pouted. They would have started pointing fingers. They would have looked deflated. But Kevin Durant, you just saw him clapping, showing leadership. He's like, yo, one possession at a time. Hey, he did it for one game, but he's got to finish the job on the road. I mean, if Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets could do that without Kyrie Irving and a hobbled James Harden, who I didn't like the way he played in terms of his possessions, that can do that for the next 48, I'm telling you, Kevin Durant would have earned my respect. I mean, he's already had my respect, but it was all on you, KD. And KD, he showed up and showed out. That's all you can say, folks. But Giannis, I don't like the attitude, bro. And listen, Drew Holiday may have scored 19 points, but I'm sorry. The man low-key pulled out a Kemba Walker out there. You didn't hear that from me. Anyway, guys, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you for watching.
Good pressure defense by Milwaukee now. Durant fires and hits with the shot clock running down. He hit. Durant using the screen for three. Yes! 41 tonight. Brooklyn trailed by as many as 17 points with just under 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and they out.
And
Man, I am so mad right now because they got a bunch of really good guys, and they played dumb, and they deserve to lose that game. And, hey, shout out to Kevin Durant and Jeff Green. But, man, the other team had something to do with it. That was awful basketball.
Taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!